Stepping on this ice surface after all these years is still intimidating for them. And skating first makes it even more so.
But they are veterans in handling the pressure. Barbara now 32 years old. Paul is 35.
Next year, they'll be celebrating their 20th anniversary together. And they open with one of pair skating's most difficult tricks, split triple twist. Little tight on the landing. I said the deciding factor could be the throw triple Salchow. Here it is.
Barbara Underhill and Paul Martini, and Sandra not their greatest.
Now this takeoff is solid, as usual. Nice and tight in the air, and she's just slow to check that free leg out, and you can see she over-rotates the jump.
9.7, 9.7, 9.7.
There are two more pairs to skate. The judges obviously have to leave room and take into account the air.
And 9.7.
So by Underhill and Martini standards, mediocre scores, a total 48.5. St. Petersburg, Russia. But it was another 10 years before they were paired up, relatively late in their careers. Married for a while, but now divorced. And they say they get along much better these days.
An extremely strong pair, Tom. Their weakness, however, is Elena's nerves when they compete. She told me before the competition they were taking out their side-by-side double axel instead to do these double flips. She wanted to enjoy this performance, she said, for a change.
Under the rain, I wanna kiss your smile and feel your pain. I know what's beautiful looking at you.
Beautiful triple twist.
Making the program less difficult, though, does that compromise their chances of winning?
If they land this jump, no.
And they didn't. Was that Elena's nerves again, perhaps?
Yes. When When she performs an exhibition, she is always flawless. And then in competition, she says she just starts to think too much.
When you tell me that you love me, in a world without you, always come back. All I need is your love, you make me stronger.
Bechke and Denis Petrov.
Bechke and Petrov.
The woman to see where the error was made. But watch Denis and his lack of flow. She has great height, but not time enough to check out her free.
Joined by their coach, Tamara Moscovina.
9.8.
Pretty good start.
9.8.
These reflect the speed and the strength of the performance.
And you see they're delighted with those marks.
9.8.
Couple of 9.9
9.6
and a 9.6, which will be the final technical program in the pairs competition. Radka, Kovarikova, and Rene Novotny from the Czech Republic. In their first season as professional skaters, having turned pro after their win at the 1995 World Amateur Championships.
It's been an overwhelming season for them. They've had difficulties competing as professionals, not really understanding what the judges expect or what the audience expects. It's a learning experience the first year out.
Skating to Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet.
Choreographed by Marina Klimova and Sergei Ponomarenko.
We'll see them later in the dance competition.
Opening with side-by-side triple toe jumps. Very nice, and the only side-by-side triple toes we will see this evening. And now for their throw, the throw triple toe loop. Gorgeous, and with that opening, those two elements, that will set them very clearly in the lead. Triple twist to top it off.
They are engaged to be married despite a 12-year age difference. She's 20, he's 32.
And then this throw triple toe jump. Now this is the element, a similar element to what the other pairs missed. Gorgeous. Perfect. That landing position.
Here's some near perfect scores, 9.9.
9.9. 10.
And one perfect 10.
9.9 and 9.9.
And the total score, 49.5. Chris married the former world champion Jill Trenery, who tells me they plan to start a family soon. Jayne, 38, Chris, 37. Guess what they're skating to? Still crazy after all these years.
They've been together 20 years.
I met my old lover on the street last night. She seemed so glad to see me. I just smiled. And we talked about some old times and drank ourselves some beers. Still crazy after all these years. Oh, still crazy after all these years. I'm not the kind of man who tends to socialize. I seem to lean on old familiar ways. I ain't no fool for love songs that whisper in my ears. Still crazy after all these years. Oh, still crazy after all these years. 4 in the morning, wrapped out, yawning, longing my life away. Another worry, why should I? It's all gonna fade. Now I sit by my window and I watch the fall. I fear I'll lose some damage one fine day. But I would not be convicted by jury of my peers. Still crazy after all these years. Oh, still crazy. Still crazy. Still crazy after all these years.
In this arena, you push yourself to explore new positions. And I think what happened in '94 is they were trying to play by the book, by the International Skating Union book, which they never did before, and it didn't work for them that time, and now they're...
10.
Well, the judges loved it too.
9.9.
Can you imagine always skating under the pressure of being the best of all time? You almost have to have 10s to satisfy everyone. And the 9.8 draws a real reaction from the crowd.
9.9.
49.8 puts them in first place.
49.8.
And what you won't see in an international skating union competition are props, and certainly not ropes. Another Piazzolla tango.
Well, one thing, you have to be extremely trusting of your partner. I mean, think if you were having an off night and she had a rope around your neck.
Well, partner?
Is that a rope I see you have in your purse?
And Sergei Ponomarenko.
A wonderful and completely different interpretation to a Piazzolla tango.
Different it was, and who would appreciate innovation better than that pair? Torvill.
9.9.
Good start.
9.8. 9.9. 10.
Well, there's a perfect 10, but not as many as Torvill and Dean, of course.
9.8 and 9.7.
49.2 the total, and that puts them in second place behind Torvill and Dean. Coming up, Christy Yamaguchi and the ladies' competition. Although they now live and train in Lake Placid, New York, a typical Russian ice dancing performance.
9.8.
Consistent marks from the judges.
9.9.
And pretty good, but not good enough to win. 49.2. Their rivalry goes all the way back to 1984.
Marina and Sergei will skate the story of Romeo and Juliet to the score of Tchaikovsky.
Romeo and Juliet is skated by the Russian husband and wife team Marina Klimova and Sergei Ponomarenko.
In 1984, they were the Olympic bronze medalists in 8.
9.9.
Excellent marks.
10.
Well, the pressure's on.
10. 9.8.
That will be eliminated, though, that 9.8. And near perfect marks, 49.9 out of a possible 50 for Klimova and regarded as the best ice dancers ever. Two decades on the ice together and still at the top of their game. Jayne Torvill and Christopher Denis.
That's great. Whenever I watch them skate, I sit back and wish I had thought of that.
Many in the crowd standing. This is a record crowd, over 18,000. One of the largest crowds to ever see skating anywhere.
They keep coming up with new ideas, new ways of moving. I'm always captivated. It's fantastic.
Torvill and Christopher Denis.
But they need
Two more bestsellers become...
Could be close.
10.
Well, they begin with two perfect marks.
10. 10. 9.7.
Well, college fans always manages to get on camera at least once in a event.
49.9 championship, Torvill and Denis.